Welcome into Intentional Lounging, brought to you by Better and Green. And today we are going over the Thanksgiving games. Happy early Thanksgiving, everybody. This video is coming out on Wednesday. This is pre-recorded. There will be no live on Thursday. You guys don't need to be hanging out with us on Wednesday either. So make sure you guys do enjoy some family time. I know it's really hectic right now. So if you are watching this video, big thank you to you guys. Also, if you haven't signed up for DraftKings yet or any of the major sports books, we do have promo links to get you guys some free money. Play some extra bets. Maybe pay for that turkey. Pay for some extra Christmas presents this year with those bonus bets. Both of our teams, guys, play on Thanksgiving this year. We're just going to get straight into it. You guys play first. The Packers head to Detroit to face the Lions. Lions 2.5-point home favorites. Over under set at 48.5. Ethan, what do you think, man?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to be short with most games here, but I am going to go long on this game. But I'll just start. I mean, I like the Lions a lot in this game, minus the 2.5 points. And I don't care. This is probably going to be an extremely public play. But the Lions were the most public team against Washington 2 or 3 weeks ago as well. Blew their doors off 44-22, covered a 9.5-point spread. Wasn't even close. And now they have Green Bay coming in on Thanksgiving. I don't know where the moon is at this week. I don't know if it's a waxing crescent or not. That could throw the wrench into the Lions here, but point blank this is a revenge spot for Detroit. And I know revenge is thrown around all over the place, but week 1 at Lambeau, I think I've talked at an endless amount about the spot there. It was not good for Detroit. It was perfect for Green Bay. They had all offseason. Detroit had beat up on them for the better part of the last 2 or 3 years. And Green Bay really wanted that game. They came out, got a nice win. It was the first game for Detroit without their offensive or defensive coordinator, a new offensive line that had to work together. The hype around Micah Parsons. I mean, I think everything just worked into Green Bay's favor for that game. Now you come into Detroit here, not only a revenge from week 1, but Green Bay came to Detroit for Thanksgiving 2 years ago when Green Bay, I believe, was only a 3-win team. Detroit was well within the playoff hunt at that point. And Green Bay beat them. They beat them pretty good. It was never even really close. And we heard Amon-Ra St. Brown this year come out after they beat the Ravens and said back in 2023 when they lost to Baltimore, that left a salty taste in their mouth. So I definitely think this probably left a salty taste in their mouth as well. So I think it's double revenge here for Detroit. Last 4 revenge games for Dan Campbell, it was the Cowboys last year, 40-9, I believe was that final score. They put up over 40. It was San Francisco last year. That was 40-34. Put up 40 points again, covered the spread. Chicago Bears with Ben Johnson coming back this year, 52, whatever the Bears put up, not enough. And then Washington, 44-22. They put up 40-plus in all 4 of those games. I don't expect it to be any different here. They're at home. Lions team total over. Lions to cover the spread. Lions money line. I absolutely love it. Lions against Washington was my favorite play of the season. This is up there. The only difference is Green Bay is actually decent, but I mean, I think the Lions have the better offense. The Lions have the better defense, I think. Maybe that one's debatable, but I don't think Green Bay's defense is as good as what a lot of people think. They're at home, double revenge. I think last week was a look-ahead spot, which is why the Giants almost caught them. I like the fact that they ended up winning that game when at one point the Giants had a 92% chance to win. They came away with a win, gutted it out in a game where they probably deserved to lose. I think that's a stepping stone, and I just don't think they're looking much at that game off the Eagles Sunday Night Football with this game on deck. Set up a perfect sandwich spot for the Giants. I think the line is short because of how that game went, and with the Packers easily getting the win against the Vikings. Everything sets up well. I love Detroit. I think they put up over 40 for the 5th time out of 5 in these revenge spots. Don't think Jordan Love and that offense can keep up because they have struggled this year. Went long, won't go long again. Probably again this year, but I love Detroit in this game.
Well, I'll keep this one quick, as if I don't, we'll be on here until next week, Friday. Just kidding. Yeah, I love the Lions. Basically everything Ethan said here. Seems like Detroit and Green Bay, and again, I don't even know if this is true or not. It just seems like this is how it goes. It seems like they split every single year. It seems like they split with whoever's contending in the NFC North. So, yeah, Green Bay got them. Was that the first week? Week 1. Okay, got them first week, and now Detroit's back. 2 bad games in a row for Detroit. So yeah, I think this is a really good spot to get ahead in the division. Maybe prove some people wrong and show that we're not just a team that barely won against the Giants or a team that looked absolutely miserable against the Eagles, but actually go out and have a statement win. So yeah, I like Detroit. I will not say bet Montgomery touchdown because I bet everything in my life on him to score, and it's just the Gibbs show. It's just Gibbs. So if you think it's gonna be a big score, and just take Gibbs 3. I mean, he's got it like 3 times this year. So yeah, Montgomery's dead to me, and probably to the Lions. But yeah, give me Lions big. Gibbs, to score twice to be safe. I'll be easy.
I like it. I'm gonna be on Detroit right there with you guys. Yeah, I'll keep mine extra short then. I just think exactly what you guys said. They're going to split this series. I think they get that lick back against Green Bay. I think they've been very whelming this season. A lot of hype. That offense has not looked very good. I know there's a lot of hype about the Green Bay Packers defense. Somebody who's owned them in fantasy pretty much all year, I can tell you they're not that good. And especially their performances against these teams, they have not been that good. So yeah, I like Detroit here. One of the best offenses in the league, and you're getting them at home minus the 2.5. Love it.
Last thing I have to say, and I swear I'll go quick on the other games, but Sharps are probably going to come in on Green Bay, and I just wouldn't let that scare people off because they don't understand the Dan Campbell revenge. And I don't think you can even quantify that with a number like, oh, it's worth 2 points to the spread. I don't think it's quantifiable. And the Sharps, are just crunching numbers. And, if Green Bay shows value, great, but they don't have the Dan Campbell revenge in those numbers.
And you're not even getting the 3. You're not even getting the full field goal. So
right.
There's that. And Ethan was talking about how at some point he said like the Giants had 92% chance to win. I think at one point the Colts might have had a 99% chance to beat the Chiefs last week. Talking about the Chiefs. Chiefs versus the Cowboys. Cowboys 3.5 point home dogs. Over under set at 52.5. Man, that was a Mahomes willing this team to victory. That was just a really nasty game. Took it to overtime. There's something wrong with this red zone offense. Hasn't historically been a problem with the Chiefs. Dallas, very bad defense. I was really surprised to see how much money. I think I saw like 82% of the money on DraftKings was coming in on the Cowboys. Like people are swarming in on them. And I get it's because the Chiefs looked very beatable this year. I thought they were going to lose. I almost hit up Ethan and said, hey, throw 100 on Kansas City miss the playoffs for me. That's how bad they were looking. I didn't. We'll see if that comes back to bite me later on down the road. But give me the Chiefs here, minus the 3.5 against this Dallas defense. I do like, if we're giving out some player props, Montgomery. I had Montgomery last week too, so I feel you on that, Wyatt. No, I had Javonte Williams, over 1.5 receptions. He's only hit it like once in his last 5 games. It's Thanksgiving. Nobody's really looking at player props right now. It's a really busy week. I think it's a really sneaky line because right now you need to get your guys the ball in space. Jonathan Taylor, 15 carries for like 60 yards. I like Javonte Williams over 1.5 catches this week. That's just my 2 cents on a player prop for this game. Wyatt, what do you think?
Yeah, well, if the Chiefs had a 1% chance of winning last week, Dallas was right there with them, 1% chance. They were down 21-0 very fast. And then, it turns out the Eagles can't throw the ball. It turns out Dallas just starts slow. Yeah, this is a spot I believe Ethan said last week, and I think we were both on Dallas. And you said if Dallas wins this game, we're going to hammer the Chiefs. I think that's what you said. I don't want to put words in your mouth. But even if it's not true, give me Kansas City because I just remember that saying. And I think it's a bad spot for Dallas. And, I think people are proud of them for their comeback. And I guess you could say the same thing with Kansas City, though. So I don't know. I just remember Ethan saying something, and I liked it, Kansas City here. And I think that was just one of those lucky wins for Dallas that just isn't going to last much longer. And again, I do think Kansas City continues to be better than the record is. They still are very iffy, in my opinion. I still think they're playoff caliber, but I like them here to beat Dallas at home.
Yeah, half of what I said was if Dallas got the win, and I thought they would. The other half was I was partially hoping Kansas City lost because I thought we'd get a way better number. This number is fine. I will easily lay the 3. Threes are still out there. So if you want Kansas City, I'd go get that 3. Don't lay the 3.5. But yeah, I like Kansas City a lot in this game, and I think we're still getting the good number because of, like Wyatt said, the way Dallas won that game. I was on Dallas +3, and oddly enough, even down 21-0, I was not like freaking out. I was not thinking that they were out of that game, and sure enough, they come back, win it outright. Two reasons why: A, that offense is fantastic right now. B, the Eagles suck. Not really, but they're not what they're made up to be. So yeah, I think everyone still looks at the Eagles like they're the best team in the NFL. Again, they're not. So I think they're seeing, if Dallas, came back, won that game. The Chiefs struggled with the Colts. A lot of people still think the Colts are very iffy, which I think they're pretty legit. So I think that's a great win for the Chiefs. It's the exact same reason or exact same scenario the Lions were in, where they won a gutty game where they probably shouldn't have won. I think that's momentum builder. They basically saved their season. Yeah, playing in Dallas here, Dallas in a terrible spot off that win against the Eagles with the Lions on deck. Another Thursday night game next week. I think a bad spot for Dallas here. And I think people are a little too high on Dallas defense right now after not allowing any more points after the 21-point barrage. This defense still isn't good. Patrick Mahomes is going to pick them apart, because Jalen Hurts can't, because Jalen Hurts isn't very good. We're starting to realize. So, yeah, I like Kansas City quite a bit in this game. I'm honestly probably going to go bet it after the show. I think I'm sold on the 3. I was kind of debating if I just wanted to do like a money line parlay with them, but I think I'm sold on the 3. I also like the over here, again, because I think Dallas offense right now, probably top 5 in football. I mean, Dak and those receivers are just flying all up and down the field. KC, I think, is going to pick this defense apart. So I like the over. I like KC quite a bit. Maybe KC team total over.
Yeah. I think that defense is really playing well right now with the whole Nealon thing going on still. They had like his flag in the locker room after the game. So that takes you so far. No hatred or anything for Nealon.
Right. You got your first win and now your first home win. So, like, how much more does that carry over?
Exactly. All right, Wyatt gets to break down the AFC North battle. Maybe Joe Burrow is back to face the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 7-point home favorites. Over-under set at 51.5.
Oof. Yeah, I love me some Joey B, and I love me some underdogs here. But this is going to take a page out of Ethan's playbook. If Joe is playing, give me the Ravens. If Joe's not playing, give me the Bengals. And that's not going to make any sense. But the line's going to get overinflated with Joe in. I don't really know what it's accounting for right now. But yeah, it's just so no definitive answer at the moment. I guess I'll give Cincy because I think is he going to play?
I think Burrow's in.
They're talking like he is. They're offering player props.
Damn it. I want to root for the Bengals so freaking bad. Sorry, this isn't very helpful. Give me the Ravens. I'll say true to my word here. Fading Joey B. And the return of Jamar Chase for his 1-game suspension. I hate it, but damn it. Sorry, not much help there. Baltimore.
Yeah, only issue with Joe Burrow returning is that he doesn't play defense. So, yeah, I'm on Baltimore as well. Look ahead line was 11.5. That would have been with Flacco playing, down to 7, even 6.5, I think, some places. So, yeah, it's an overreaction. I think people are going to look at similarly, I think, to what you were kind of saying, why I think people like to root for Burrow in the Bengals. I think people are going to look at when Burrow came back last year from injury, he almost brought them to the playoffs. They're probably thinking he'll do that again. But the Ravens are still playing with their backs against the wall. They have Bengals, Steelers, Bengals. They can really lock up the division if they play their cards right in the next 3 weeks. And I just think this team is ultimately way better. I think Burrow coming back this year, like, the odds of making the playoffs are so far-fetched at this point. And you lose this game, it's almost like, why'd you bring him back at that point? So, I don't know. I think the Bengals defense is still really bad. I think you're getting some value with Burrow coming back. Still like the Ravens here. I'll lay the 7. Not one I'm overly excited about. Maybe a moneyline parlay, but I don't love it. Again, I would maybe look at an over in this game. I think Bengals defense is just absolutely terrible. Maybe Ravens team total over once again.
Ethan, let me ask you a question. You feel like you know me pretty well, right?
Pretty well.
Pretty well. Do I like betting overs or unders? Do I have a preference?
Maybe over, but I guess I don't know.
Joe Burrow passing attempt line this week, 36.5.
Really?
He had 23 week one, and now he's been out since then, and he's coming back with a 36.5 throw line. I took a under this week, man. That's how much I like it. That's how much I think that they're going to ease him back in. I do think he'll probably get pretty close to it, maybe 30, 32. I don't think he hits the 37. That's a lot of passes in your first game back. I am taking the Bengals, though, just because I think in a divisional game, you're getting a full touchdown. I like having the points on my side. But that being said, I'm with you guys. Joe Burrow coming back. Flacco was balling. It's not like Flacco was a problem with this team. So I don't blame you guys for taking Baltimore either. That's probably the correct side. Usually when I go alone, I'm usually the wrong one. So, yeah, I'll take Cincinnati because I like the points there. But, guys, there are no longer just 3 Thanksgiving games. We now have African-American Friday. And we are having the Chicago Bears facing the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are 7-point home favorites. Over-under set at 44.5. Ethan, finish us out here, man.
I mean, 2 fairly fraudulent teams, but the issue with the Eagles being fraudulent is they're like maybe not Super Bowl contender fraudulent. The issue with the Bears is like they might not be playoff contender fraudulent. So it's the Eagles all day for me here. The Bears still suck, and I've been getting into it with Bears fans on Facebook all week long. And I just love it. They're so dumb. I mean, they're not all. One of my best friends is a Bears fan. He's not dumb. And I apologize if you're watching this, Aaron, but this Bears team's just not. They don't have a single good win on their schedule. Cool, you beat the Steelers without Aaron Rodgers, your father. The Steelers aren't good. Yeah, now you have to travel to Philly. The line is incredibly telling. You're 8-3, and that's you're catching 7 points. This team still has a negative point differential. So, tell me how you're 8-3 without outscoring your opponents on the season. I mean, this team's as fraudulent as it gets. I still think there's great value on the Bears to miss the playoffs. I think this team's ceiling is a wild card exit in the playoffs. This team's floor, probably one more win at home against the Browns in Week 15. And I think you're hitting that floor is more likely than
Slow down.
hitting that.
Slow down on the Brown slander now.
Well, yeah. Well,
Pump the brakes there.
We'll get to them. But yeah, it's Philly off that loss. There's no look ahead spot. It's a big game, standalone game in Philly. Give me Philly all day long. Bears are as fraudulent as a $2 bill. $2 bill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. 2 8-3 teams, and the team that just came off a loss to a crappy Cowboys team is still a 7-point favorite. It's just screaming at you to take the Bears here on the points, and I can't do it. So give me Philly. I think it's sharp. I think it's. I agree with Ethan. I do think it's a battle of 2 frauds, but Philly's just better. Philly's better, and yeah, I'm only looking at the last 4 Bears games or last 5. Beat the Steelers by 3, Vikings by 2, Giants by 4, Bengals by 5. Blown out by the Ravens. So they play all these tough teams or crappy teams close and then get blown out by, I don't even know if Lamar Jackson was back in that game. I'm not sure. But okay, so they get blown out by whoever was playing quarterback for the Ravens. Yeah, this is Philly. And again, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in Philly, but I have a whole lot more confidence in a fraudulent Philly team than I do against a trash Bears team. So give me Philly. I think they probably win by 10 plus.
Hey, I'm with you guys. I'm on Philly here too, man. I can't, as much as I don't want to take them. That Phillies defense, it's just like you were saying. It is a fraudulent team, but I feel like they're good enough to be able to capitalize on Caleb Williams' mistakes and be able to push good enough to score a couple points here. Saquon also might have a pretty good game here. He's not had the best season. I think this is a game where he could actually do pretty decent. So, yeah, give me the Eagles here also. I don't love it. But, man, this Bears team, bro.
8-3 shocked me. I almost had a heart attack looking at that.
Dude. It's hilarious. These guys think they have the division locked up, and I'm like, you're gonna be sorry when you don't even make the playoffs. But okay, have your moment.
Guys, that's going to do it for this episode. We try to keep it short for you guys so you guys can get back to your holiday festivities. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have some good food. Please be safe. Bet responsibly. And we'll be back with our Sunday night games in a future episode. So make sure you guys subscribe so you guys do get us popping up on your feed. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
Hey, guys.
Flexing on the haters, can't touch my score. Money like Jerry Rice, touchdowns galore. Week after week, always asking for more. Bling on the wrist, got the books on the floor. Listen in, cash out, pages swelling. Plays on the field, see me winning, never dwelling. Flagged on Vegas, they know what I'm selling. NFL bets keep the cheesy compelling. Flexing on the haters, can't touch my score. Money like Jerry